Yeah, so, because I have a surgery Thursday, and I'm taking the Friday off, so, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll probably fucking milk it for a week. I'll say, yeah, I can't walk on it for whatever, even though they're just taking out that little lumpy thing out of my calf.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'll milk it. Oh, fuck, it hurts so bad. Doctor says I can't.
Might as well get a doctor.
That's what everybody else said, right? Yeah, I get a doctor's note.
Dude.
Just write me up. Need a week off? Oh, God, that'd be great.
Dude, that's what I do sometimes. I'll be like...
Can you write me a doctor's note?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, how much you need? It's like, right, 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll do that because it'll be Thursday that I get the surgery. I'll take Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll do 3 days. And go back Monday. Yeah, I'll do that maybe. Maybe we'll fucking have a fire or something. Well, it's my birthday next weekend. It's my birthday that I get surgery, so.
Do it. Race it.
Let's put that at the beginning. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this is the podcast then.
Sure.
Welcome to the podcast, the Esteemed Gentleman podcast, as they call it. We call it that.
We call it that. Our listeners call it that.
Yeah. I'm your host, Scott Bree. Join alongside me, Uncle Tubiak, Tyler Sund.
Hello.
No Eric today, though he could have been. Well, he couldn't have been here. We could have done it on Discord.
Yeah, and where he'd be broadcasting from, it's probably still dial-up over there. Oh, the boonies.
Maybe.
But
Maybe so.
yeah,
But he's out with his family doing stuff.
yeah, he's working hard.
Give him the night off.
That's right. He deserves it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, working out in the heat.
Yeah, I guess.
Branding.
I guess he's not having a night off. It's more that he's doing shit.
He's been doing it all weekend, I guess. Apparently,
Yeah.
not fun.
Hanging out with Brandine.
Who's Brandine? Oh God.
But we're here. We're gonna talk about Top Gun Maverick.
Yes.
We finally watched it on Friday night.
Yep.
And it was incredible.
It was extremely incredible.
It's so good.
It's like a night and day difference from when we watched the first Top Gun. We were like laughing at it and like turning away some parts because they were so cringy.
Mm-hmm.
But now when we watch the second one, I feel like the first one was so crucial to this movie. It just like, it basically fixed everything with the first one. In this movie, it just made it like, you know.
Yeah.
It did it so much justice, and it made itself like original too, but like kind of the same, but not really.
Yeah.
Like it was just, yeah.
It's worth sitting through. Yeah, for sure. The
first one.
The first one, because it just adds that much more to the second one. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you watch this one, they do explain what happens, obviously, but the emotional impact of all the things that happen in this one wouldn't resonate nearly as much as if you didn't watch the first one. Honestly.
Yeah. And there's some callbacks too that they like don't necessarily like, show back. Like when he, like when he gets thrown over the overboard or whatever out of the bar.
Yeah.
And then like they're all sitting in class or whatever, and he's like, "Who the fuck's gonna instruct us?" And he comes through the thing, and they're like, god damn," because
it's like that's what happened with
the first movie.
In the first movie with what's her name from the Pentagon? There's a girl, his fling there. Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah. And then the other thing, I was told by the guy that is a huge fan of Top Gun. He's like, yeah, there's going to be something that happens in there. See if you catch it. And I don't know. And I think it's this one. Is when he gets to the bar, and it's Penny, and Penny's saying like, oh, whatever, like that one of the other Admiral daughters that you got hooked up with. And I'm like, wait, Penny. Whatever. I'm like, I'm wondering if that Penny is that Admiral from the first movie's daughter that's running that bar.
Yeah. So I looked it up because I was like, well, am I supposed to know who this was? And then like, yeah, they do mention her like twice in the original one.
Okay.
Like Meg Ryan when they're all at the bars and like, oh, you should have seen his last girlfriend. And he was the Admiral daughter. Her name was Penny or something like that.
Oh, they do say Penny in that one.
They do say Penny.
Okay. So that's kind of cool.
It is cool.
That's cool. Like, what's she doing running a bar out? That's weird, but whatever. Yeah.
Apparently making bank because she has like a fucking $200,000 Porsche that she's driving at the end.
Yeah, and I don't think the admirals make a lot of money in the military that they can, just give her money for that. Right. And she's got a nice fucking boat, and she's got like what? What? Unless her ex-husband was like a multimillionaire or something, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, sweet car at the end. That was a nice car. Yeah, just an all around fucking awesome movie. Way more emotional than I expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I can't really think of any flaws at all except for like the last 10 minutes where it was just kind of like took an interesting turn. Like it just turned into like an action movie.
Yeah.
Like a behind enemy lines kind of like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's happening?
Yeah.
And,
but they had to get it in there.
Oh, they did. And it was super exciting.
Yeah.
Like my hands were sweating. That whole scene, like I'm like, oh, this is whatever. I just like and just enjoyed. I just enjoyed it. It was kind of like a weird because they did everything just so like carefully and meticulously and just like
very like realistic.
Very realistic. And then they went with the last 10 minutes was like right up to the point. Well, spoiler alert, don't listen anymore if you haven't seen it yet. But like right up to the point where Maverick gets shot down, and then he's like, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell is this? Because I thought that's how it was gonna end. I thought for sure that's how it was gonna end. He was gonna die. And Rooster was gonna, forgive him deep down, and it was gonna be like a whole nother thing. And then all of a sudden, it's like a fucking action movie. And then he fucking saves his life with the helicopter, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is happening? And it was still, even though it was cheesy, but it was still kind of realistic, kind of like, I don't know, but it was awesome though. It was so good. And the fucking dogfight with the F-14 and those two Russian fucking jets or whatever they were.
Right, 5th gen fighters.
The 5th gen fighters, yeah, fuck. That was intense.
Yeah.
Just how easy they just could have fucked him up if he wasn't Maverick. Anybody would have been dead in like a second, right? Like,
I just like how they got behind him or something like that. And this guy just like slams on the brake and his like jet just goes like...
does like a weird wobble.
And then Rooster's like, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? Yeah, exactly. And it was such an insane maneuver. Well, because, Maverick did his usual. He did it like once or twice or whatever. Like, comes to a dead stop, flies up, pins his nose down, and then levels off. And then the other fighter was just like, whoa, fuck you. I'm going to pull a fucking 360 no-scope double flip fucking whatever. Zero gravity physics don't mean anything kind of maneuver, right? Rooster, what the fuck was that? And even Maverick was like, holy shit. It was so good. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, honestly, the best, like the best ending you could possibly come up with for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody. All the characters won in this ending. It was perfect. It was absolute perfection.
Nice happy ending.
Super happy ending, yeah. It was very good. It was very refreshing. A good, heartfelt, like, no losses in this one. It was all, well, except for, I guess, Iceman, but I mean, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But still, everybody came home from the mission.
Yep.
It was perfect. So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Great soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best fucking flight scenes
I've
ever seen.
Like,
I want to watch the making of it.
Oh, yeah, for
Definitely.
sure. Like, when I got home, I, like, was watching, they had like 2.5 minute like behind the scenes interview or whatever. But this is definitely like a movie that, it's been a while since I watched a movie that is like, I'm like this buzzing about where it's like, I want to go see it again. Like, I don't like get that very often where it's like, oh, okay, this movie I want to go see again. And like, I want to definitely watch the making of documentary and see like all this, because like, from what I learned from the YouTube video is that essentially they did like a 3-month like training course of doing like all this underwater like shit, and then like flying or older like Cessna planes and stuff like that. Then they got into jets and stuff like that, flying jets. But then for the actual scenes, they were flying 2-seaters, and the pilots would be in the back seat essentially, and they would like be up in the air for like an hour flying around, and they just kind of like just have to be kind of mimic what their pilots are kind of doing, and like make sure like if they're banking left, then make sure their sight line is the right way, otherwise it looks goofy and weird. So
right, so they're leaning into wherever the pilots are leaning.
And then I think I'm guessing is like then they took that footage and then like kind of put it digitally over the other pilot or something like that to make it look like it's a 1-seater jet or whatever.
Okay.
But it's cool. Like, so it's like they were actually up in there and like feeling.
They had
all the
cameras
G's
strapped to the planes, and fucking they had other planes flying and recording, probably drones and whatever else. Yeah, I really want to watch that. Well, even the scene at the very beginning of the movie where they're testing that Mach 10 jet, and Ed Harris is standing at the end of the runway, just and all of a sudden, woof, the shockwave after is like, holy fuck. Yeah, it was so good.
So I looked it up. Do you know how fast he was going, theoretically? So
No.
They said, like, the top speed was a 10.2, Mach 10.2. So that it was like 12,560 or something kilometers an hour.
That's stupid.
Like, that can go around. You can literally fly around the Earth, like, in, like 3.5 hours or something.
Going
like
that speed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. That's insane.
I think it's like Seattle to New York. It's like 15, 20 minutes or something like that.
How would you even have enough fuel in a jet to do that? Like, fuck. Well, how long was he up in the air going Mach 10? Like, now I'm starting to like second guess the authenticity of that whole scene. But,
Well,
like,
apparently, it's based on a concept jet or something like that. That's supposed to be able to go like 9.3, Mach 9.3 or something like that.
Right.
So
yeah, so it's a real thing, for sure. And then the fuel is probably super specific and whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's probably super efficient. Has to be. It would have to be. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And then he, of course, he fucking pushes it too far, and then he crashes it. He shows up at the diner. He got like a fucking space suit on.
He's all dirty and full of smoke and shit.
Where am I?
Little kid.
Earth.
Yeah. Thought he was like an alien. Yeah. Comes in with the spacesuit on.
Yeah.
Where am I? Earth.
But yeah.
Yeah. Great movie.
Dialogue is all modern, which is nice. And
yeah. Tom Cruise really didn't say a lot in this movie.
Not really, no. But I did was like, oh, he's improved as an actor since original Top Gun. Like when he had that scene with him talking to Jennifer Connelly, and like basically he's crying, like saying he didn't want to make his mom also the...
Oh, yeah, didn't want him to resent her either.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is like a nice, like, subtle, sad kind of like...
Yeah, minimal dialogue, but you can see how much pain he's in. Like,
exactly.
And you can just feel it. You can empathize big time. Yeah.
So, as crazy Tom Cruise is, he's a great actor.
He is a great actor. And he invests 120%.
And a great producer.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. Like, so dedicated to every project that he's on. Honestly, like... I can't think of a movie that did poor... Well, besides The Mummy, I guess. That reboot of The Mummy. Apparently wasn't very good, but I'm sure he was fine in it. But I can't think of any other movies that were really shitty with him in it, to be honest.
I don't even know if he was producer on The Mummy either.
No.
It might have been his last one where he's like, fuck it, I'm going to be in charge of my own movies now.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. He's going to be very meticulous on what projects he chooses and everything else, yeah. So.
He's still jacked as fuck, too.
That's weird.
Like him, when they're doing the football scene and they're all like ripped as hell.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, he's got a little bit of like flabbiness going on there, but like, like, man, dude, he's 60 years old. Like,
yeah. And
he should not look like that.
And he's running through the snow with gear on, like running fast to run to Rooster. I'm like, holy fuck. Of course he's doing that to show everybody, like, hey, I'm still in shape. Look at me. Right? That's like Sylvester Stallone in Expendables running across the dock. And it looks like he's going to have a stroke any second as he's running. But just to show, like, I still got it. How many days in the hospital after that scene, Stallone? How many days? Jumps off the dock.
Sitting on the set with an oxygen mask after.
Yeah. It was great. I got to give props to Stallone. He still got it, too. He's still fucking crazy, too. Mm-hmm. Legendary actors, man. They're one of the last good ones, I think. The old action fucking staple actors, Stallone, Tom Cruise, Arnold. He's not in too much anymore. He's got little guest appearances here and there, but Bruce Willis, he's retired now. Yeah. But yeah, Maverick. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, like you said, I'd love to go see that movie again. Just to see what else I can pick out, and yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Just see those fucking jet scenes again. Like when he's like going through the like showing them like you can actually do the mission, and he's like fucking grunting and doing all this thing, and I'm like it's all whipping back and forth.
Oh, and his face is strained too because they're probably doing real G's.
Oh yeah,
like
sure.
he's
And I was like,
tilting.
I was feeling it. Like, I was like...
I felt like I was, like, getting, like, sucked into my seat, too. Yeah.
Like, it was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Holding my breath the whole time. Like, is he going to do it? Like, holy crap. John Hamm being an asshole, too, the whole time watching. Gonna make him do it in 4 minutes so that they can actually do the mission. Doesn't care if they come back or not. Oh, greasy.
I thought it was awesome that they got Val Kilmer in it as well. Like, I thought, like, it was just gonna be like the texting. It's like, oh, that's kind of a nice way to write him in it. But then like, oh no, he actually goes there. And he says, oh, he does have throat cancer and that sort of thing. And
yeah,
yeah,
that was good.
Good scene. And of course he dies like right after that. And you're like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. I wonder if that was his real voice when he was like doing the struggling whispering thing.
Must have been.
I would imagine maybe. Yeah. That's shitty.
Yeah.
That's so shitty. Yeah.
Still looks good though for like an old dude.
He does, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good old Val Kilmer, man.
Speaking of him, like, I thought Hangman was awesome.
He was really good.
He was just like such a dick.
Such a dick and cocky.
He's so good.
But a likable douchebag. Yeah. Yeah. Just so cocky.
And his helmet was cool too. Had the game of Hangman with the missing A's or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. Great movie. I just thought about, man, now I want to go fly a jet. Fucking hop on Battlefield.
Right?
Yeah. Battlefield 4 and fucking start flying some jets.
Find out how much the newest Ace Combat is or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just buy a shit flying game. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a great movie. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Like, legit, like...
It's
like one of the greatest action movies of all time.
It probably is. Yeah. Because the only other one that I can compare with that was like I thought was amazing, like such an awesome Tom Cruise action film is his The Edge of Tomorrow. I thought was his best one, but this one I think actually surpasses it for sure. Yeah, just the authenticity of everything and the action and yeah. You looking to see how much?
Well, Cameron said in
Oh, he did. That's
review,
right.
But my phone is being garbage and not showing the full message, which is.
Let me see if I can work my magic. Excuse me.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. Let's go here. Let's go accounts. Let's go esteemed gentleman. Cameron.
Oh, there I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. From our boy Cameron, his review. Top Gun Maverick, spoilers. 2-year delay, well worth the wait. Overall, I thought almost every choice made in this was really well thought out. Instead of being embarrassed of the cheese from the original, it leaned back into it at really smart moments. Bringing in an 80s icon like Jennifer Connelly was awesome. Totally agree.
That's very true, yep.
Like, I like how they brought somebody of the time. Like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, she could have been in the original Top Gun movie. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the handling of Val Kilmer's Iceman was handled respectfully by not shying away from his real-life condition.
Yep.
The flight footage was amazing, and the beach football was the perfect summertime tarps off good time fun. Moving forward, do we want another sequel, maybe with more of the new blood?
Like a spin-off.
A spin-off.
A spin-off wouldn't be bad. Like if Rooster became like the next, maybe something. I don't know. It can end like this.
Yes.
And it could be fucking just a perfect generational sequel movie set, whatever. Or if it's in the right hands, I think a good spin-off could be made.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure could be.
Yeah, like, same, I could take either or. Like, I could take another 5 of these, or they could leave it here, and then...
Oh, exactly. And I don't know, I'm just going to take a wild guess, but looking at the success of how well it's done in the first weekend alone, I imagine that they're going to be really considering doing some more, for sure. So, I mean, yeah.
And I'm sure, like, Tom Cruise is, like, doing Mission Impossible movies all the time, so...
Yeah.
I'm sure it's, like... As long as you promise him that you'll yes, you can fly the jet, Tom. You can keep doing that. And you'll probably be like, all right, sure, I'll probably do it.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I feel like it's more about him just going crazy and doing that than it is the money of it.
Oh, for sure.
At this point, he's just like,
it's his legacy, almost, kind of.
He wants to be a real life movie character, like in.
Absolutely.
He doesn't want to be Tom Cruise. He wants to be Maverick for real.
He does.
He wants to be Ethan for real.
He does.
Yeah.
Very much. Very much. Every character that he portrays, he wants to be that person.
I get it.
And then
I'd like to be a Maverick as well.
Right? Yeah, I'd love to be a movie character. I'd love to be Jack Slater from Last Action Hero. But yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I'm totally stoked for if they do some more, and I totally understand if they want to just end it on a super high note.
Yeah.
And this can go into the annals of history.
Yeah.
The annals of history.
I just kind of find it funny though that it's like they never set a country for this. It's like it's an enemy base.
Yep.
No flags or nothing. It's just like, I don't know. Some dudes with a uranium plant.
Yep. They're shipping uranium, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, right, that's Russians. Yeah. Okay. Everybody just says, that's the Russians. Well, that's what, like, even the guys that I work with, like, one of the crew is like, oh, you seen the new Maverick yet? I'm like, no, I haven't yet. Oh, yeah, there's this part with, and the Russian fighter jets are doing, like, crazy shit, too. And I'm like, oh, Russia's been, well, I think it's Russians, yeah. Yeah, okay. You racist. No. But, yeah. No, it's true. It's cool that they don't pick who the enemy is.
But like that detail does not matter.
It really doesn't matter. It's non-American, so they're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to see the jets go fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They got full face masks on, so you can't tell if it's who they are, where they're from, nothing. Yeah. No distinguishing flags, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I do like how, because when we were watching Top Gun, and it's like 80s, it's like, it's still like end of the Cold War, stuff like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like thinking of this one, I'm like, who the hell are they going to be fighting was like one of my concerns, because like one, like the dogfighting doesn't exist anymore. Like,
no.
Like all the, entanglements with the U.S. do, or like with, Middle Eastern countries that don't have an air force or whatever, or something like that, or they're fighting terrorists and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if it's gonna be like just like the first one where it's like it's just school again. I'm like,
yeah,
it's just school again. It's like, oh no, they come into it. It's like, no, there's a fucking actual mission that we're gonna have to do,
and you have to get it ready.
And we have to get it ready for it, which I thought was great. And then they came up with a mission that's like designed like, no, they need jets to do this because drones wouldn't be able to do it or something like that.
Yeah, I tried to really shy away from all the logic behind that creative way. I'm like, why don't they just use a cruise missile?
Yeah. Or
fly above orbit and just drop a gravity fucking mother of all bombs on top of this thing, and like a bunker buster from above the clouds where the SAM sites can't get like what do you mean? But they probably wanted it to, I mean, if you really go into the detail, probably they wanted F-18s flying there undetected, come in there, like the runway gets black. But I mean, like all those cruise missiles, like you couldn't have sent two more just to where they needed to be. Like I don't know. Once you start thinking about it, and it's like, don't even think about it. Don't think about the logical stuff like that. Just, this is the mission. This is what it is. Okay, this is what we have to do. Okay, let's just go with that.
Yeah,
that sounds good to me. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And they can't use the newest fighters because, what was the reason again?
I don't remember.
GPSs or something with like...
Yeah, something like that. GPS tracking and others. I honestly cannot remember. Because they have like radar jammers or something on there. And the technology on the F-18s doesn't need... It's like all analog stuff, I think, or something like that. Something like that, I think, is what it is. Has something to do with jamming. Something to do with jamming. Jammers. Gotcha. Jamming jammers. Anti-US jammers.
Yeah.
And they had to use old aircraft to do it, is what it was, I think. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could pick up the new jets on radar or something, maybe, or something. But the F-18s, if you fly low enough, you can't detect them, I guess. Something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know. I just skipped all the details because I didn't want to think about it because I knew I'd just be like, "This is dumb."
They want to fly a jet super fast through a canyon, basically.
Yeah, instead of flying like a Predator drone or
Yeah.
a whole bunch of Predator drones and just soaking up all the missiles, but whatever. Yeah, and then they got detected anyway as they flew out of the mountain. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
But at that point, they blew it up, at least. Like, mission accomplished is, like, them blowing it up, I guess.
I guess so.
They didn't want to get shot on their way there.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Send more planes, damn it. Maybe they didn't have the budget to use the big jets, maybe. There you go. That's what we'll say.
Also, like, I think also they were, like, not trying to be, like, cause an international incident kind of thing.
That's what I mean, yeah. But, like, by going in there undetected, blowing this thing up, and them not knowing, like, who the hell did this, right? I guess with old gen fighters, it could have been any country with these old generation fighters because the U.S. uses F-22s, F-35s, right? So F-18s, who the fuck had F-18s, right? Like, maybe. Maybe. I can see that. That could be a good excuse. Because they were detected as they came up, right? Or flying away.
Yeah.
But if they got away, then they can't check the wreckage to see what was happening. I don't know. I'm trying to think of reasons to not question it.
Oh, well.
Doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
It's like Fast and Furious. It's whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's all about the ride. It's all about family.
Leave your brain at the door and enjoy your popcorn in the movie.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Which I did thoroughly.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get popcorn, damn it. Fuck.
Yeah.
I showed up too late.
You did.
And I thought it would be fine because, it was Jurassic Park was the opening night. And that was starting 15 minutes early. So I'm like, well, I'll show up at like 5 minutes to playing or whatever. It's like everybody should be sitting down for watching Jurassic Park. I'm like, yeah, maybe it might be a little bit busy for Top Gun, but it shouldn't be that crazy.
Yeah.
Where I guess like everybody just decided when they like sold out of Jurassic Park, it was like, oh yeah, well, I guess we'll go see Top Gun, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But like there were people like showing up at like the same time I was, and I got maybe they're waiting in line for a long time, but they're like, yeah, to Jurassic Park. It's like 7:10. Like
the movie started 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Like,
what are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, because we got there pretty early too, and there was a lot of people already early there. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the owner of the theater was like, "You here to see Jurassic Park?" I'm like, "Get out of here!"
Oh man,
I'm not watching this garbage.
We should review the previews that
before
the movie, because there was Jurassic. Was it World
Dominion?
Jurassic World
Dominion.
That looks garbage.
Oh, it was. Well, I saw the trailer before.
Yeah.
And like when Jeff Goldblum comes on and he says, "Oh, we're witnessing a global extinction event," I'm like, "What do you mean? There was 10 dinosaurs that got off that island. How the fuck is the whole world taken over by in this day and age? How the fuck have dinosaurs taken over the world? Stop me right there. There's no reason why this shouldn't have happened. Like, farmers have high caliber weapons that can kill these dinosaurs, no problem. But don't even get me started on the fucking military. They would not let this happen.
The human race pretty good at hunting animals to extinction, man.
Exactly. There's no way a couple of dinosaurs are gonna fucking...
The ones underwater, maybe okay.
Yeah, they swim away and you can't find them and they're elusive. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. That's fine. But other than that, like, get out of here. What are you doing? This is the dumbest idea. Like, it's a great idea. It's kind of a cool concept. But you have to make it at least somewhat slightly believable. Like, say there was like 100,000 compounds and like Jurassic World was a huge hit, even though it was a catastrophe. Whatever. And then now all these parks opened up all around the world, and then all of a sudden they all broke free. Something happened. Some big anti-animal activist group or whatever shuts down all of these fucking parks, and all the dinosaurs escape all at once. Then it could be like total chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Then I can see that. But like over time, they spread and they fucking went into the wilderness and they adapted and started killing off everything. And like, no.
Also,
no.
Why are they like? What? They're in snow? That doesn't make. You can't have that. These are lizards. They're cold. They're cold-blooded creatures. They just go to sleep and like hibernate if they're in the snow.
Yeah.
They probably die. They're
I've taken biology 5 times in high school, and I know lizards can't live in the winter. That's the only thing I took from biology. This ain't right. Yeah.
And fucking Chris Pratt driving a motorcycle through like,
Italy or something,
and fucking dinosaurs chasing him.
Raptors and those fucking whatever. What?
So stupid.
I don't know. So yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, whatever, judge me all you want. I thought the first one was pretty entertaining. Jurassic World, I thought that was pretty entertaining. The Jurassic Park movies were good. But the second one, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm done watching this series now. The second one was really bad. It was bad. Like, I got through the whole thing, but I'm like, I can't. And then I saw the trailer for the third. I'm like, oh, this is a whole nother level of bad, man. Like, this is bad. Like, the effects are fine. The actors are fine. I'm sure it's an entertaining movie, but it's just so stupid. The whole concept is dumb. There's no way. I still probably will watch it, though. Because fuck it. Whatever. Fuck it. Might as well. It's dinosaurs eating people. I'm all for it, but...
Right.
Yeah. I guess I enjoy movies like Army of the Dead, too, though. So, I mean, you have to be in the mood for it to watch it. But...
Was there other trailers that stood out? I thought there was a pretty decent trailer before that, but I kind of forget what it was.
I'm trying to remember what trailers they are. Avatar. There was an Avatar trailer.
Avatar, yeah.
Well, that'll be good. I liked the first one. Yeah. I was a fan of the first one. I think I saw that one.
It was kind of cool seeing the trailer, like, actually on the big screen.
Yeah.
I guess.
It just made me like, yeah, I'm pumped to see this on the big screen because it's going to be a visual masterpiece for sure. As the first one was.
The guy sitting behind us or whatever when the trailer started, and like I think like one of the avatars was holding a gun. It's like, God damn, Americans can't get away from their guns.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, I can't think of what other trailers there were. I can't think of it.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, once the
movie started,
Jurassic World came on.
Oh God.
Erased everything.
Yeah.
And then the movie started, which made everything better.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. There you go. Our reviews of Top Gun Maverick and the Fallout, not Fallout. I was going to say Fallen Kingdom, but that's the second one.
Yeah, Dominion. Jurassic World Dominion trailer.
World Dominion trailer.
Review. 1 out of 10. Trash.
Cool. Any other final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, I think that's what it. Go see Maverick before it's out of theaters. You do yourself a huge favor. Watch the first one for sure. Mm-hmm. Please watch the first one. It's cheesy as fuck, but when you watch the second one, you're gonna appreciate you did. Honestly. Yeah.
I was thinking like final thought here about the first Top Gun, and I think if I didn't know that Goose died in it, I think I would have enjoyed it probably more because I was kind of like just waiting for that moment to happen, and I like didn't really get attached to the Goose character. Right. But.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's one of those things. You hear a spoiler and it ruins the movie for you.
Oh, it totally does. Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, we'll be back here Wednesday, I guess, for a regular episode, and we'll probably get Eric's feelings on Top Gun Maverick on Wednesday as well. Yeah. And that'll be it. We'll talk to you later. Adios. Goodbye.